be good for me.
Hey man, what are you wearing?
Hey.
I'm wearing a chain shirt.
Wow, that's like almost the same thing, but like worse.
Whoa, I never thought about it like that before.
And hey, everybody. Welcome to 20
Oh,
Sides to Every Story.
Good evening.
I don't think the players were expecting me to make good on my threat of going on mid-sentence.
It's true.
So, tonight we're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We are working our way through the upcoming original Adventures Reincarnated release of The Dark Tower by Goodman Games. We are having some fun playing through their test material, and the party has just gotten themselves back together after revealing that Omphalos, the guardian Naga, was sitting there quietly judging them in statue form, not in any particular danger, when Dahrian, through a teleport by Tahir, alighted atop her head, and she greeted them and complimented them on their creative solution to the problem at hand. And Galaxian, thank you for the player reroll. That is a single player reroll, but there is now one in the pot for the players. Excellent.
Player reroll is a player reroll. Thank you.
If you are out in the audience and you would like to help out the party, you can earn XP just by watching the stream, and then you can spend that XP on stuff like player rerolls, which they don't need, DM rerolls, which I definitely need, and other things like starting rumors, wandering encounters, and all sorts of stuff, up to and including emergency resurrections, which have been deployed to good effect in our community campaign games. So, lots of stuff going on there. But Omphalos, the Guardian Naga, has filled them in on a little bit of lore. She has been here defending this area, which she refers to as the Tomb of Mitra. The party curiosity maybe got the better of them, and they made their way through the eastern hallway there, saw some teleporty mist that she informed them would take them into the Tower of Mitra, but warned only in great need should you go through those mists. They also headed up to see the Gem of Law, which, looked a little imposing, intimidating, was warned maybe you want to make sure you really need it before you go ahead and grab that particular item. The party decided they didn't need it quite that much just yet. And now Tann has re-phased in from their jaunts to the Shadow Plains, and the party is finishing a long rest, during which they got a chance to level up. So 8 to 10 hours have passed, levels have been deployed, everyone should be at full power-ish, and we're going to turn it back over to the players as they talk about what to do with their newfound skills and powers. Oh, one quick reminder or note. The were-rat pair has given the party the slip, and it would take something extraordinary to track them down again. They've already exhausted the mundane means of tracking and chasing and such things, but they're were-rats on home turf. It's just too tricky to find them as it stands. So those two may be out of reach until additional resources are deployed. And with that, party, what y'all doing right now?
So, you're telling me no one wants the shoulder pad? It's pretty good. I've worn it for so many, decades. It served me so well until I got, one shot it, but that's besides the point. Look at it. It's pretty nice, right? Huh? Dahrian?
It's very nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, Andry, buddy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it stinks. You've been wearing it for centuries.
I'm not that old now. Come on. So
Okay,
young.
Decades.
Thank you.
It stinks.
I
You should clean your stuff once in a while.
clean it every time before I go to sleep and while in my trance. What are you talking? What? You.
I heard
Tann?
after a while you
Blitz?
can't smell your own funk.
Shoulder pad?
I can hold on to it for you if you want.
I mean, are you gonna wear it?
Omphalos is like, sorry,
it-
no shoulders.
We can adapt. We could turn them into like little spine protectors. What is it again?
Studded leather +1.
That's better than a chain shirt, right?
Some par.
It's some par. I don't actually know.
It is on par.
Depends on what your dexterity is. I think.
+2.
Then it would be of no use to you.
Yeah. But it has like a nice smell. Like yeah, it smells, but like clearly you take care of it.
I
Is that-
clean all
that
my
ro-
stuff every day.
Is
I
that rose
brush
water?
it- It's lavender, you.
Sorry.
I don't.
I
Really
smell
like
the flowers though. I just got the wrong flower.
Oh, that's the room up north.
That explains it.
Oh, I forgot about that. I thought that was the. Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
I would say we could put it on the puppy, but the puppy apparently doesn't exist.
But the puppy does exist. We've established this.
Or
Even
does it?
Umphalos agrees. So it's a puppy, but nothing more.
Oh hey! I don't think we met yet.
Hello.
That's right.
You were a
It's a
bit out
pleasure.
of phase earlier. Welcome.
That happens in many sorts of fashion, but it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I'm Umphalos, the guardian of this area.
Oh. Wait, so you can see the puppy?
Yes, can't you see the puppy?
I can. But what did we try? What did we try to like look at the puppy and it's like it doesn't exist. Like we did something.
What was
Anyway,
that
he
we
explains
did?
that.
Magic.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, detect magic.
Right.
Murky.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, hey, what is the puppy?
It appears to be a puppy. A sleeping puppy.
Deeply
That checks out.
sleeping. Yeah. That was our assessment as well. The leather armor could possibly be given to somebody, one of the people that we freed, just as a possible, beefing up our allies, so to speak.
Give it to Cornelius. Actually, I don't know how dexterous it is. We could give it to the lady. She
Sure,
already
Sheila
has
would-
a poison dagger.
Sheila would appreciate that. No, they didn't let her keep the poison dagger when they went to sacrifice it. They kind of took, the weapon away. Avarkus sort of just pulled it out of his chest, set it down, and said, "Okay, it's sacrificing time."
Oh.
Well, anyways, it's a new start to this wonderful endeavor. What's the plan, crew? Anyone have any ways of finding rare rats? Anything? Any new occurrences?
There was one thing that I had thought of in my prayers this morning. There's a spell that I have that can locate creatures that I am familiar with.
Like the were-rats?
I believe so.
Oh.
We have seen them, yes?
You have
Yes.
seen them.
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to know them. You just have to be familiar with them. As long as they are with it is a spell that I would need to concentrate on. When we leave here, we could just kind of take a path until maybe I get a bead on them. But as long as they are within 1,000 feet of me, I could get a, kind of like a tag on them. It would just give me a general direction, but at least we would know if they were up, down, over, which direction.
Yeah, that sounds really useful.
And other than that, just exploring otherwise. There's a lot of areas that there's a couple of secret rooms downstairs that we didn't.
I mean, there's still a couple of
Investigate.
secret rooms we haven't even checked up here.
That is true.
All right. I wouldn't mind going to the Temple of Set and like settling some scores with those Set guys.
The tower.
Yeah. They said
Um,
that it's at the bottom of this dungeon.
Yes, I believe that was said. Or at least the
Yes.
entrance was.
That's where the
Yes.
entrance. Yes.
I wonder if there's more than one entrance, because there seems to be more than one entrance to Mitra's temple.
Umphalos offers, to my knowledge, there's only one way into the Temple of Set. It was constructed as a aggressive tower, whereas the Tower of Mitra was a grand accomplishment and an edifice, not so much a fortification.
What do you think, Should we go into the Temple of Set and kick some ass?
Oh, I certainly wish you the very, very best with it.
It's gonna be a long hike down then.
We could check this secret entrances. I think the were-rats are long gone, though.
Would not surprise me.
It could be. Yeah.
Let's guess they probably went down deeper.
Yeah, I mean, if she is the... I mean, they may have gone into the tower. If she's kind of the... like the last priest or, priestess we haven't killed, it would be... it would make sense that maybe when they took off, they were fortifying themselves in the tower.
Well, it's gonna do us no good just speculating what they could have done until we actually figure out what they have done.
Correct.
So, I recommend we gather our things, get ourselves set, and then he's fiddling with a piece of leather that's in his hand, just wrapping around his finger. He's cast mage armor.
Mage tax accomplished.
And I guess we be on our way.
Do you want me to cast this particular spell and see if
How long does it last?
for 1 hour?
Oh no, Blitz! No potato!
I think let's get ourselves more in a centralized location, then figure it out from there. Perhaps if we want to check for the Mitra's Tower first, I mean, we know a wonderful place with a rolling ball that's right next to it, so...
That is true. Uh-oh. Hopefully Jenna is not having too much troubles here.
Noted connection problem will BRB, so probably a
you
restart
gotta-
of the things.
Tann gotta stop blinking in and out, man. That's not good.
Yeah, right?
Too much magic.
Mhm.
So at the moment there are two entrances to choose from: east into a closed passageway but a potential teleport, or south into the room full of meat. Which way is the party headed?
Meat room?
Meat room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so as you close up camp for the moment, Omphalos resumes her position as a statue. The skeletons surrounding the perimeter of the room remain still. You duck your heads to get under that little ledge and pass through the illusory wall. And can I have the first of our fateful D6s this evening? You'd prefer not to see a 1, probably.
One thing that I would give to everybody, let's see, how many of us are there? There's 5
5.
total?
6 if you count the dog.
Yeah. I will give each of you one of my chef treats, my pancakes that I made, and that gives you 4 hit points.
Or
I'm
what?
just gonna I'm just gonna eat it right now. Boop.
Yeah,
Yum,
you should be fully healed, right? Oh, yeah, it's temporary. You mean?
It's temporary.
Yes, 4
Oh.
temporary hit points last for well until you sleep or they're gone. So
Got it. So as you wolf down your food, you probably want to get that clear of your mouth before you enter into the meat room, which does not
Yeah.
smell great. So maybe not the place where you want to be finishing your snack in the morning. But you make your way into the meat room. The bodies there are no longer being actively eaten by the carrion crawlers and puddings. Now they're just decaying at the normal rate. An occasional fat little rats waddling away from you, having snuck in for a snack. Ahead to the east, long, skinny hallway leading to the room with the mirror, off of which you have opened 2 secret door crypts, revealing some undead that you dealt with. Behind you, statues. Excuse me, coconut going down the wrong way. I'm okay now. Statues of Mitra's faithful that have been ruined in that little cross shape behind. Where's the party headed from here?
I think we're following Andry. Yes.
Okie dokie.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. Right.
This seems safe.
Just please don't go more tomb raiding at this current predicament.
You make your way past the candelabra, which you have now realized are the pull switches, into the room. There is a mirror on the wall to your right, the southern wall. Some bronze armor laying about the place. Off to the north, the once secret door and the statue of Set lying shattered on the ground. Andry continues across. Based on the map that you have from Beldar, there are 2 more passages away to the north, but ahead, the big room where you battled zombies and skeletons and mirth met a messy end. Off to the left from there, the room where you found Murky the puppy.
Are we going downstairs, or you guys want to check these secret rooms?
I don't think any good will come from checking them right now, personally. Hey, this place ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
True that.
Perhaps the mummy or vampire know where they went, and you can save a spell.
Hey,
I believe these
Tann-
go downstairs.
Those do go downstairs. Staircase leading down to where you encountered the hill giants.
hey, Tann.
God, I hope they're not back.
Yeah.
While Jenna was away.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Tann got a pancake, so you get 4 temporary hit points. So
You even put little blueberries in them.
I did.
I'm so
did.
happy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Blitz, you temporarily get the old token. We'll get that back for you in a second here. As you are coming down the stairway. Boop, boop.
Well, there's the spinning ballroom of death we can get to.
Oh, wrong stairway. Excuse me. Wrong stairway. One more down.
Or,
That one.
I don't think we know where the staircase goes, do we?
So the staircase you just came down leads to the hill giant area. That one continues down and down and down. I don't believe you have gone down that way yet.
I believe the only thing that when we were standing up there before, I think we heard like some chiming or something, like some chanting or something.
So you did hear some chanting, but that was coming from the upstairs on the way down. I think as you were starting to look into there, that's when Varum and the other acolytes were coming down, and then you fought with the hill giants from there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, we know 3 ways down from here. It's the staircase that way, the staircase by the pool, or the one that looks like more of a cave than anything.
Well, shall I do my spell at this point? It
Yeah.
won't hurt anything. It'll be something that's on as we are moving about.
We'll make sure you don't get hit.
Sounds good.
We got you.
Okay, locate creature. Describe or name a creature familiar to you. Since the creature's location is within 1,000 feet. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of movement. You can spell 30 feet. Yep, you've done that.
Uh-oh.
You're looking at the different form thing?
Yeah, you will have a
if it would
one.
be-
You will have a 1 in 3 chance. We'll leave this one up to random fate. You may call your 2 favorite numbers on a d6 and then roll a d6. If you get that number, you will have picked the right form between rat, were-rat, and person.
Rat, were-rat, or person?
Right.
So I want to roll a d6. Is that what
You know what?
said?
I will secretly roll a d6.
Okay.
And that way you can guess from there. Got it.
I'm gonna choose 2 and 5.
Oh, you have selected well. 2 was the number that came up, so you are able to find them despite their shifting forms. They are a floor up from you and off to the north. So definitely up and away to the north.
I inform everybody of that.
Shit! We
Up and
didn't.
to the north.
Excellent find. The kobolds! We didn't report in! Shit! To the
Amen.
Warrens!
Oh.
Where are we going?
Do we want to go back up and take them out?
Absolutely.
All right, sure. So as you about face, could I get a fateful d6?
I
For
got
reasons.
this.
You got it.
You
Yes.
got it.
Okay.
Back up to the first floor, and the hunt is on.
Which form is our query in?
The Warrens, right?
Yep, up towards the Warrens. You're getting them from around about this area here. Or at least you're getting them from in this direction. You
Mhm.
don't actually. I don't think you know distance. You do not do distance, so you just know up and around in this direction.
Correct. I just know that they are not outside of 1,000 feet.
That is true.
The hunt is on.
Yes.
Make
Let's
haste!
do it.
Okay.
No, 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 no. Whoop! And the wall now.
And
There.
and they were in what, rat form?
They were in rat form.
Okay. Hide amongst the 100 that are up there.
You got it. The party hustles their way back down the hallway, ignoring the secret doors, burst into the Temple of Set. As they burst into the Temple of Set, one more fateful d6. The upper Temple of Set.
I've done so. Oh,
Oh, Tahir sneaks in there with the 1. Tahir, could I get a d8 from you, please? A 1 on the d8. You encounter several skeletons, but they are of no particular threat to you. And perhaps some of the minions are starting to rise, but it's a pop, kind of knock them down sort of thing. Continuing on.
Continuing on.
All right. Which way you're heading north? To the left, to the right? Oh, straight up to the right. You got it. Charging your way up past the halls that you haven't investigated, past the Violet Mist, you reach the T-Cross intersection. At this point, you are seeing that the direction that the rats are in, sort of up in this area here. So they are off in that direction there. But Andry, as you round, you see the secret door that you have closed off, little tunnel off, hallway straight ahead that you haven't been down yet. The kobolds are working away. Hey, boss!
Hunt is on. We found our quarry. Come with us.
Over there! Great, yeah. About that pay.
You were handsomely compensated already. What is the problem?
Well, I'm handsome and compensated, and I'd right to be compensated more for being so handsome.
But
We'll discuss contract work later.
you got it. So at that point in the room the kobolds are in, you've got a couple of choices. No clear indication from the set there, because it's kind of up in this direction, which could be a lot of places from here. Which way are you headed?
Say to the west.
Yeah. My first instinct is to kind of go to, I guess, like towards 13 or 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe more 13, but that's up to you guys. That's just what my instinct is telling me. I don't know why.
13.
Well, if they are in rat form, there were all of those tunnels that all of those rats came out of. So my guess.
Oh.
It could actually be in the wall too, right?
Correct.
Yeah, true.
But we also will know if they passed you.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to, I'll be able to pinpoint exactly, which hole they're in, or at least be able to,
Sonar.
triangulate where they are, whether we can reach them or not. Yeah, but you can do fireball and just gas them out, right?
Ah, yes, the to whom it may concern spell. I love it.
Right.
Speaking of a to whom it may concern, as you come charging along, kobolds falling in behind, you make your way into the Warren area proper. Here the walls have more been chewed out than carved out. Rat fur all over the place, lots of rat bodies littering the floor, and many of them scorched by previous fireballs, electrical charges, and moonbeams. But there's still a lot of rats around, mostly of the small type and quick to get out of your way. However, you do get a little knock on your mind as who is that in the lead there? Tann. Looks like you
we are heading this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Tann, stretching the legs, got out there a little bit ahead, and Tann, you get a little knock on your mind, and you are the recipient of a message spell.
Oh. Okay.
As the knock reaches you, you hear, "If you can be reasoned with, I have no urge to die and be reborn at this time. Do you seek the eye, and if so, on receiving it, would you leave us be?"
For message, do I have to respond immediately, or can I inform the party of what I heard?
Doesn't actually say that. So I'm going to say you could talk reasonably quickly before replying.
Okay. All right. I'll blurt that out. What should I say?
Do you know it was who we are seeking?
It was Avala.
It was okay.
Or at least
And
you would almost certainly believe to be Avala.
Okay. And if this happened last session, I don't know. But did we hear about an eye or not, or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Mitra's eye, the artifact that she had found.
Oh, that's right. Okay, gotcha. I want to make sure that wasn't confusing. Okay.
Mhm.
Should we take their offer?
There are no rooms to make any demands of us.
I'll tell them we're willing to talk. That should be fine, right?
Yeah.
We're willing to negotiate. Yes.
All right, and so I'll say that we're up for negotiation.
Okay. So it's another brief 10 seconds or so as the message goes back and another one reaches you. You seem to be foolishly honorable, so we will take you at your word. If we leave the eye, you will leave these warrens and not return to this area. Agreed?
I say that back to the party, so that way they know what's up.
I'm still under the saying of they're of no position to make any demands to us.
And they are off in this direction at this point. Sorry, Dahrian, you're down there. So off in this direction.
She makes a good point. Perhaps we should use more deception in our tactics.
Well,
I'll real quick because I imagine it's like pretty quick. Check in one more moment. Deliberating.
So
I will keep my eyes facing forward though as
sure.
I say that.
You're looking around, and you see like a little bit of movement here, a little bit of movement there, like some dirt falls, a rat sort of moves off in that direction, but you don't have a fix on them. And from what Dahrian's saying, they're probably up in these walls or maybe over in the passage over here.
Mm-hmm.
But off in that area.
Okay. So supposedly they want to give us, well, maybe not want, but they're in a position where they're willing to maybe give us an eye if we abandon the Warrens.
But they're just gonna be able to use us to do their own bidding. Maybe they don't want to do it themselves. Have us do all the hard work.
Yeah, and
they're in no position to tell us what to do.
That and what's just like, yes, leave them alone in their warrens, but for what purpose? Like, they've been resurrecting bodies. Like, yes, if they stay in here, they have rats that can still go out and collect bodies and bring them back, or the kobolds. I don't remember where the kobold stance was, but definitely, clearly the rats have been shown to be able to pull bodies from elsewhere. So, I don't think Tann feels comfortable with what the current proposition that's out.
yeah, I mean there would need to be a stipulation that if we didn't come back to the Warrens, they could never leave the Warrens. I mean, if they want to hole up in a couple of small rooms forever, I guess I wouldn't have any problem per se.
Remember what Holmir said? They're just nothing but liars.
Yeah, I mean, and the whole thing is I mean, they give us the eye. If at any point they're found, I mean, I've got a locate creature spell. If I see that they're anywhere but this general direction, deals off, and then we hunt them again.
Mm-hmm. You also, again, kind of going off of the liar thing. Yeah, you could say we could ask them to stay in the Warren, but what limits the Warren? They've clearly been hard at work spreading it, so who's to say they don't incorporate the Warren into...
I mean, the Warrens is where they roam, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Rats don't.
So either way,
bigger.
Exactly. So I feel like there's not actually much of a. It's like, we'll give you this and we'll keep doing what we're doing.
I mean, they're cornered. They have no route of escape. If they do, well, no. And then it just gets more and worse for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if I
Perhaps-
personally
Sorry,
if
go
I
ahead.
if I personally gave my word that this would be okay, that's fine. I don't know where you sit, but you can tell him whatever, Tann, and then we can finish hunting.
Anne really has no idea what to say. He doesn't trust him. He doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably not good on their word. That is,
Well, let's see if they're a sign of good faith, if they at least reveal themselves to us. Under threat of incineration, of course, but you know,
And they check in with you every once in a while
yeah,
when you're
yeah,
ready.
yeah, yeah.
It's an
Should
interesting
I?
offer.
Yeah. Should
The
I?
problem
Should
is-
I tell them?
Look-
In exchange for the eye, they cannot leave nor expand their warrens.
hey, how
But again, could we trust what they say? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I do not. They've been tricking, killing, and murdering people for 300 years at this point. There's nothing good we can do by making deals with them.
True, but we can go in knowing that and just be prepared if something happens too.
Ask them as a sign of good faith, at least reveal themselves to us.
another thing, a question that I have. What is this spell that they're using?
Message.
Do they have to have visual sight of you for
Nope.
this spell?
They have to roughly know where you are so they can point a finger towards you. But message will go through a foot of stone, an inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, 3 feet of wooden blocks, and lots of holy dirt.
A foot of stone and a lot of dirt.
Yeah, well, there's all the
There's
walls
holes
in here are
everywhere.
holes everywhere, so they're just like
Yeah.
pointing.
Oh, okay. I was like, there.
Yeah. They're in the
Okay.
walls, but
Stone shape.
Okay.
God,
The
that'd be
problem with the
nasty.
rat. The problem with the rat's offer is that we receive everything that they're offering us once we exterminate them. So there's no reason to really engage in negotiation unless they offer us something beyond.
No good can come of them staying about.
All right, in good faith, have him come out and go at him.
Oh,
That's
I'm
not very
that
good.
much-
That's not very good faith, but
Well, I'm not.
it's an interesting
that much of a-
argument.
I'm not that much of a savage, but more of at least say you're willing to operate instead of just hiding in the shadows. You know? I mean, I could just disintegrate the entire hallway up there and we wouldn't have to worry about it. But I'd rather not.
gotcha.
why? It's just rats.
Bing, 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 bing. Can you guys like come out here so we can at least see you? Like, it's easier to like talk and like ask questions because we're just kind of like, I don't know about them, but I'm confused and I would like some more information. Can you guys just come out here so I don't have to like play telephone? I think what I'm saying is getting a little mixed up, so let's hear it from the rat's mouth, please.
And we have your
That's probably too many
assurances
words.
that no harm will come to us during these negotiations.
I will not cause any harm to you.
Your attempts at lying is cute. All of you will attempt to cause us no harm should we come out.
I can't make any promises, but there will be an attempt of no harm.
There will be an attempt at no harm. So as you say there will be an attempt at no harm, two rats do descend from the walls here and take rat form, wear rat form, and kind of come around the corner there. And they sort of look out at you.
Hi. Where's the eye?
Around my neck. That's where one wears a necklace. And she sort of
Oh.
holds it out. You can see it's got a
Oh,
little.
there we go.
It's nice. Now, for this...
You can't use that, so why don't you hand it over?
Well, if we have it,
That's
you
where we
can't
can
use
start.
it either. And that's why we're offering it to you. I have
But-
no desire to go through death again. So... If
How
you
many
leave
times
us
have you died?
more than I wish to think about.
Maybe you should make better choices.
Well, I've sort of been working off of the same decision from the last 300 or so years. When you commit yourself to Set, there's not a lot of opportunity for reconciliation afterwards. Now,
But that was your first bad decision.
it was a family business. But, as I said, we will give you the necklace. You can take it and do what you wish. We will stay here in our warrens, and I did hear some of your conversation. We will commit to being here for 25 years and not expand our borders, though we may do some housekeeping.
What does housekeeping mean?
Well, as you can see, the halls are a little run down and ramshackle. We will organize them. And in 25 years, if you have not settled things, then we shall be free to act as we choose. If you have taken over the tower and freed this place from its curse, then I will have no reason to stay and can go somewhere else, but I will remain here in my warren for 25 years as promised. If you have not, then Set's minions will rise again as they always do, and I will take my place at their head, so long as my idiot brother and troublesome father do not return first.
When you say return, where do you return to? In the Tower of Set?
Wherever most of our remains remain.
How long does this process take?
It can take some time. If it is a minor death, within a year or so. More troublesome destruction can take decades. But those
Efficient
blessed
for
with
you
it,
to let us kill you? Then you would rise sooner than 25 years.
it is not a pleasant experience.
Yeah, I've died once. It sucks.
And my master is not particularly forgiving of those who fail him. So, you endure considerable incentive to do better the next time.
Well, that's... I take it this is the first time that you have obtained the Eye of Mitra, yes?
It is the first time that I have come into possession of one of the artifacts, yes. So, this is a bit disappointing that my father and brother have spoiled this opportunity, but idiots are idiots.
Were you left to your own devices, what would you do with the eye?
They can't do anything with it. They don't believe in Mitra.
That is not entirely true. The eye gives us access to the tower. With access to the tower, we can strike. With the ability to strike, we can root out those who would oppose Set, finally, instead of letting them to cower back in their hole. once.
Like you were doing from us.
Yes, I'm aware of irony.
Aware. I see what you did there. You're aware.
Oh,
God.
come on. That was just bad. That's going in the notebook.
Minus 300 experience points.
And so,
Can I start moving forward and say, all right, fine, give me the eye?
give me your agreement. And as you move forward, they start fading back. We trust your word, but we're not fools. And like as they're sort of fading back, they're getting a little bit smaller so they could just leap into one of those holes as necessary.
If the eye turns out to be the real deal, and we know you're not, I don't know, giving us a random cursed artifact just to mess with us, and we check it's legitimate, and we know you do not leave your space or pursue any nefarious purpose while we are at present here, sure.
And you are all agreed?
But you're going to have to give us the eye first.
At the same time as the agreement. Yes.
No, we have to check to see if it's actually the eye.
If it is not the eye, then the agreement is void. Understood. But I will have your agreement before we relinquish the eye.
I would agree with these terms.
I'll agree.
Andry and Lawgiver are like looking at each other like,
Yeah.
Andry's going to look at Tahir.
Oh, if I was gonna do it, I would have done it already. It's fine.
Fine. You stay here and rot.
And with that agreement,
I have a question for you.
with that
if
agreement, she takes off the necklace and sort of puts it over there and moves back to the wall. But yes,
If we break the curse, what happens to you guys?
I don't know. I'm hoping I retain what youth I have and get to explore this world instead of staying in this sandy pit.
Man, it would suck if you just aged 300 years.
It would be less than ideal, but at least it would be an end. Squabbling for centuries.
Is that what you want? Just an end to this?
A clean end.
Then why don't you assist us?
Because my master is very unforgiving. And I expect you to fail.
You know, when I put my mind to something, I never fail.
I understand that, and I appreciate your overconfidence having dealt with my idiot brother and father. But they are those furthest from the seat of power. I don't know if you're familiar with hierarchy, but generally, those you encounter on the outskirts of an army are not the best of troops.
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly aware that it's gonna get harder. But you're on the outskirts too, so that must mean that you're pretty low on the totem pole.
Oh yes, I'm entirely aware of how my position has been maintained. My father and brothers, well, they don't really want upward mobility in the family, because they know it would mean their death. Not a lot of room for promotions when everyone is immortal.
So Tahir, you want to check this thing out? Make sure it's the real deal?
Yes. He'll pick it up.
Sure. You pick it up. It is a necklace. It looks fancy and magical.
I'll prestidigitate on the floor, clean up a little bit, because I don't smell. I smell pretty great. You know, pull out the book.
That's what you're worried about?
Take 11 minutes. Cast it. Identify.
Sure. You cast Identify, and you realize that you hold what is known as Mitra's Eye, or the Lion Amulet, a golden talisman shaped like a roaring lion with a large topaz in its mouth. You kind of like, huh, why do they call it an eye?
Well, it's the real deal.
Okay.
So now we are contractually bound to wait 25 years before we exterminate these rats.
I can live with that.
That's like next week.
We'll see you guys in 25 years. If you're still alive.
Oh, not if we see you first. And off they scamper through the walls. And you've acquired Mitra's Eye. Now, as you might imagine, it is a magical thing, and magical things often require that magical thing called attunement. If someone decides to attune to it, please let me know. As part of the Identify, you realize that this would offer you some level of protection, as well as turn any attacks you might do magical and deal a little boost of damage, one might say, a D4 extra force. It's probably got a kicker in there too, but you might have to attune to figure out what the kicker is.
Interesting.
Something that I thought of that probably should have been put in the negotiations. If we've made this agreement that we can't go into the Warrens, if we chase any of our enemy and they go into the Warrens, I don't think we can go after them.
We're not banned from the Warrens. That was never in the agreements. We just don't mess with them.
Don't mess with them.
Oh, okay.
And if they happen to be collateral damage, then so be
I
it.
would. Lawgiver's like, come on, guy. Look, overswing is one thing, but it's not like I'm going to chop through a were-rat by accident.
No, I'm thinking more Tahir if he was to fireball the person running through the war.
Hey, I have a more safer spell now. That's better than fireball. It's okay.
I'm just imagining, like, the spirit of the sword, like, nodding along to everything that's being said and being like, wait, no!
How does the hilt bend like that? I don't understand. It's so floppy.
No. All right, I'm ready to get out of here.
We're still working on who's in charge. He seems to think that he has a say.
I mean, it's probably good to respect the sword that's giving you,
the sword?
like...
Are you in a moral quandary with your weapon, Andry?
Maybe.
What do you guys talk about?
Not a whole lot, actually. He's pretty quiet.
I'll just let you know that even though it does happen, talking to your sword makes people think you're a little crazy. Just putting that out there.
Have you done that?
Yeah, I talk to the sword. It talks to me. You guys can't hear it?
Oh, I meant to hear. I understand that your magical sword talks back to you. But to hear, have you gone talking to your sword?
No, I would not talk to my darling here. She's fine.
She? What's her name?
Is she floppy?
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, and like he grabs the rapier, I mean, it does bend a little bit. He's gotta have that flex.
What?
Tann's walking.
What did I
Tann's
say?
Tann's
I
just
didn't
walking away now.
It's always designed to don't walk away.
Your relationship is beautiful.
Lawgiver's like, Andry, look, she says she's not going to talk to him until he realizes what he did wrong.
Was it
What?
something I said?
Your sword's not going to talk to you until you apologize.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. That's what Lawgiver said.
Well, it's none of her concern to worry about right now. Everything's fine. We're just taking a break.
Just a break.
What'd you do to your sword? that it's
Don't
pissed
worry
off
about
you?
it. It's fine. It's okay.
Oh.
We got the eye. We did it.
Where do we go next?
I don't know anymore.
Like, as you're walking past, like, each of the kobolds has a little tip jar out for you.
What'd you guys do?
You guys didn't do anything.
Back up. Covered
Back
area.
up.
Yeah.
I
Overwatch.
tell you what. Kill all the rats. We'll talk.
Yeah, they're a little tougher than us.
But
We're
there's
actually-
more of you.
Where, you see, where rats can't be harmed by mundane weapons, and that's kind of all we has. So we're just like, go, 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 and they're just like, bink! And it's really annoying, because they just sit there and bink us to death.
Have you
Just-
tried learning magic?
Bink!
It's very helpful.
I'd love to learn magic. That's why we're gonna hatch the belt dragon, and the belt dragon's gonna teach us all kinds of magic.
I mean, if you have time, sometime after we're done with our work, I can teach you too, you know? It'll only take, I don't know, about 10 years of your life and about many hours of rigorous education and study and, you know.
We're
Doesn't
little dragons, we'll live
Doesn't
forever.
Scoodle Scale back there have some magic or no? Scoodle Scale, don't you got magic?
I mean, everybody has magic. But it's not like the kind of magic that can hurt a were rat.
Oh, that's fair. I can respect that.
They just bink right in our heads over and over again. It's embarrassing
glad-
to stab
I'm-
you being
I'm-
flipped in the forehead.
I'm glad that you've agreed that there is now a kobold named Scoodle Scale.
School scale. That one right over there, of course.
What the heck? I'll give each of them a gold for being on reserve. Big.
I gave him like 1,600 gold yesterday. Tann.
What?
Okay, never mind. It's not like we can spend it anyways.
That is true.
So, as the party makes their way out of the Warrens back into the main east-west passageway, your secret door off to the Tower of Mitra over there, place you haven't explored, and then the pathway back down south. Where might you be heading next?
Well, only thing that's up here is places we haven't wished to delve into. We need to finish up with stuff up here, or, you know, start exploring more. But I feel like this first floor of this place is like our home at this point. We've been through it so many times. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's
Jenna
a
froze
Jenna
with excited
frozen.
face. Ooh.
Ooh!
Yeah, I don't know if we want to go ahead and basically take up where we were before I did that spell and just start
Yeah.
down there.
Fun with that.
Well, even the next floor, we've pretty much done to death at this point.
Yeah, what's this down here? Did we go here? With
Nope.
These looks like statues.
No.
We just saw that
those
on
look
the
like
map. Huh?
statues drawn on the map.
You want to check that out since we're here?
Yeah, might as well.
Would it be
I think
part
that
of
would
your academic research?
Did we check here
Mhm.
either?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So yeah,
Yeah,
let's
look.
check out where the dead body is. I
It's
mean,
like another pile of meat. We can investigate.
Yeah, it's weird that Beldar drew a dead body on the map. Why does he?
I
do
think
that?
that's just a smudge. Hold on.
Nope, it's not a
Could just
smudge.
be a smudge. It might be a smudge on the gem.
Shit.
Or it could be a warning that you might trip. As you make your way into that area, you can see that steel wires are anchored to the walls, floor, and ceiling, crisscrossing the passageway. Andry, you sort of give a little blah, 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 blah. Passageway is choked with webbing made of thin metallic strands. It's hard to move through, and possibly that body is an indication that there is a tripping hazard. Yes, this is probably a depiction of a tripping hazard.
Do these look manufactured?
Do they look manufactured? How about a perception check? Ooh, that's a pretty good perception check. And as you bring that perception check up, I'm going to ask everybody to click their tokens. Go ahead and roll themselves into initiative.
Ooh.
And hopefully we'll get Jenna back for this.
My man. Completely average with advantage. Nice.
It's okay. It's good to get attacked first.
It is good to get attacked first. So Tahir, as you are studying these things, and you're like, wow, this is perhaps a finer strand than you've ever seen extruded, pulled, or otherwise manufactured. It's almost as fine as spider silk. And you peer through the webbing and bands crisscrossing and see hidden back there a metallic looking spider. It is big. It is nasty. And you are at the moment the first to go in response to seeing it.
Oh, big metal spider. It's probably best we not go in here. It's there's no reason to go in here, right? Let's just go. We can just leave, right? Does it look? I guess I don't want to just blow it up yet. Does it look hostile?
It looks like it's hanging
Or
out in the
like,
web, just like waiting
territorial.
for someone to get a little bit more caught up in it. Looking past and sort of around, you do see skeletal remains of rats, kobolds, and probably a few humans piled up in the back. The big webby balls, spun of metal, are people-sized.
I'm not really particularly a big fan of spiders. He'll pull out like his heavy crossbow and I'll hold a firebolt in case it starts like skittering its metal legs towards us.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna do anything immediately yet.
Sounds good. Blitz.
This is admiring the quality of the high tensile metal web.
Mm-hmm.
It is nice.
How he can. That could be useful. But yeah, if we're not engaging it with battle, he's fine with not squishing the spider. It's just
Okay.
trying to eat like everybody else.
Just trying to be a spider. Dahrian.
Leave him be.
And Tann, give me a initiative when you get a chance.
Oh, you got it.
And welcome back.
I will have a cantrip prepared if it makes a move, but I am also kind of amazed by the webbing.
Sounds good. And Tann seems to have had a little trouble with the phases once more, but is back in. Tann, you are able to see through the webbing. Everyone's kind of just like backing off a little bit. Andry's kind of the furthest in there, but he's sort of moved in, stepping around the webs rather than blowing through them so far. So Spider's kind of hunkered up there like, hey, you're supposed to get caught in the webs. This is not... The game plan is get in the webs. But... Tann, what are you doing?
Tann would probably, being where he is, maybe doesn't see exactly what's happening yet, so he'll kind of peek around and be like, "Oh, this is a Gotula." And he's gonna prepare a fire bolt for any threat, any attacks from the spider, but he's not gonna. Just kind of hold it down.
Gotcha. Spider's just hanging there in the web. You can see it's ready, it's ready, but it's step in the web, guys. Andry, what are you doing?
It's a metal spider. Blitz, is this something that you know about? Can these things talk?
We could try talking to it. I considered making Bowser a spider.
Hello, Mr. Spider. Do you have a name?
Could I get maybe an animal handling roll? That's pretty good. So you're hello, Mr. Spider, and it's watching you, and it's clack clack with its mandibles, bangs, whatever they've got. It's metal, so it makes kind of a tinging, a kink kink kind of noise, but it does not speak back to you. It's just watching you, you're
Do you eat food?
just hanging out there. It doesn't seem to be making any sort of intelligent connection with you unless you have some sort of ability to talk to animals that I'm not aware of. Do you have any such ability?
No.
So you haven't pissed it off yet, but it's just kind of watching. Its body has got a dull gray chitinous plate, kind of metallic but scuffed looking, so it's not super reflective. The eyes are kind of green and glow a little bit, and it's tink 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 as it moves.
Does it seem like is this a construct then, or?
Sure, I think we're temporarily not in combat, unless Andry, are you going to go aggressive?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so temporarily not in combat. Go ahead and give me a quick nature check as you sort of look it over there. Does not appear to be a construct. It looks to be living, though you would certainly classify it as an aberration more than a beast. You don't think something could have easily evolved this way without influence of the other planes or magic. As it sees you not moving in, it kind of shifts its body a little, and one of the legs comes out and it lays down a sick bass line, dum, 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 trying to get lure you in, dum, 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 dum.
So it actually could be an an outsider, or it is something probably not from this plane, or at least heavily influenced.
Yeah, it's got spider body, but there's too much metal in there for it to have been just a beastie.
This is nothing that is natural to our plane. I say, let's set upon it with magic and start this thing.
Do you think it drinks the metal in our bloods, and that's how it feeds?
It's quite possible.
That's so
That
metal.
It is quite. Yeah, I mean, I think it for sure would eat us.
Absolutely.
Still admiring the webs. Let's just say he was to destroy as an artist.
He's a musician.
All right,
It
so
doesn't seem hostile, though.
we'll hop back to the top of the turn order. All held actions will basically expire at this point, so we can start over there. Tann.
I am, just to make sure I'm hearing right, I'm hearing that we should off the spider.
That's my suggestion. Because it doesn't belong here. It's an invasive species onto this plane.
Oh my goodness, what if it has eggs of more metal spiders?
That's
It's
exactly
like-
right.
It's like the carps or the hammerhead worm.
Yes.
Allow me. I forgot that I had to restart, so my character sheet wasn't open. Let's make it easy. Do firebolt while that loads up.
Okay. As you interrupt the baseline for While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
There is going to be weeping. Sorry.
And 18 will miss the spider, excuse me.
Oh.
It seems wait, do you have anything that helps you with cover? Spell
No.
sniper or anything like that?
I want to say no.
Yep,
No.
shooting through the webs it is hiding behind makes it just a little bit harder than your shot can clear.
Those are thick
Yeah.
webs. That's it for me.
Okay. Tahir.
Still not brave enough to go in myself. I will peek in and just, first, we hit off with the good old-fashioned crossbow. That probably will do nothing. Ah! Ah!
Just
Shit!
hit a wire and straight at the ground. 26 is a pretty good firebolt. That threads it through there and strikes the beastie.
Ah!
5 points of fiery damage seems to work, and the carapace scorches a bit. Anything else for you there?
I'm gonna walk this way.
Blitz, what do we got?
I do this reluctantly. Step up. To wherever the edge of it is. Where is it? Up here by Andry?
So basically where Andry is where the webbing starts in earnest.
Alright. And he said it's metal, right?
It is metal webbing.
I'm gonna heat it up a little. But regretfully, though. And in protest.
You're casting heat metal on the webs?
Yeah, what do you think? Is that a good idea?
Seems like a great idea to me.
Alright.
What could go wrong?
What indeed? Blitz, you cast heat metal on the webs, and then you, maybe as you're doing it and heard the what could go wrong comments, you realize something. Webs are connected. So you have now turned what was a metal strewn strands into now effectively laser beams all over the place. Now this is very bad for the spider, but also, maybe you don't want to go in there yourselves. Manufactured metal object definitely counts. Glow red hot certainly is. Spider is standing on top of it. 2d8 points of damage. Holding or wearing, it is not. So it is just 2d8 points of damage, of which 5 was struck. Got it. Blitz, anything else?
Yeah. No, I guess not. Bowser already ready in action in case the thing gets close. He'll bite it.
You got it. Dahrian, what do we got?
I will toll the dead.
Toll the dead. Wisdom saving throw. Spider.
Oh,
Ooh, passes.
He's so wise.
He is wise.
He is.
We're
Yes.
destroying such a beautiful creature.
And with that, the spider is going to try and move out of the webbing. So it will be moving out of the dense webs up towards where it's a little sparse, grabbing position on the wall where Andry is, but it is restricted in movement. We're going to say it's squeezing to avoid webs at this point. So this is coming in at disadvantage. Yeah, we're going to bite at disadvantage. Andry, 9 is probably going to do nothing to you. And so, what are you up to?
Andre's not really down for this, but he's going to punch the spider.
Okay. Sometimes you just want to punch.
Oh.
You know, for not being down for it. Sometimes after you roll up the newspaper. 10 points of damage there.
I will grapple it.
Grapple deployed. It's going to post up an 18. 13 is not going to do it.
Oh. I will punch it again, I guess.
It looks up at you with big green spidery eyes. Like, why, man? 25's a hit. 8, and it is still a spider, but not much of one at this point. Andry, anything else?
No, I think that's probably good.
Tann, what do we got?
Sorry, man. Firebolt. Oh.
You do have advantage because it is Squozen, and an
Oh.
18 will do it because it is no longer in the threads. So
Oh, okay.
that is a hit.
Sorry, man.
9 points is enough. And with that, the spider falls twitching back onto the webs. These are red hot, and it just kind of, slice and dices it as it falls down and hits the ground. Resident Evil style. And so, now, along with the spider going that, you did hear a couple of sizzles, and some things have started burning and charring in the little cocoons that were back there. Likely anything less sturdy than metal is now toasty. We're out of initiative.
Let's stop concentrating on it. It'd be so fun.
You stop concentrating. It'll take a little while for the metal to cool down, but yeah.
Well, that's probably why Beldar made the body in here. Maybe every time he puts a body on on his map somewhere, it means death.
Perhaps somebody had died there that he knew of. Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you think he killed anything that had magic with it? Like, we could get a shield or...
I mean, there's only one way to... yep.
There could
Maybe
be a
this-
belt on that body.
Yeah.
Could be.
Oh,
Could be
yeah.
belts.
Or if you want a shield, maybe the spider's carapace could work.
So you go
Would you
to
like us to rummage around?
you go to start rummaging around, and like every time you touch something, it's like hot, and then even once you get it cooled down, it's like cut myself. It's gonna be probably an hour undoing all these metal webs. Like when you're like, all right, you know what, we'll just cut it. It's like cutting a guitar string. It's like twang as it goes across. Are you spending an hour doing this?
I mean, there could be 300 years of stuff back in there,
Could be.
True.
Maybe this is a job for the kobolds.
Oh.
That's
They
true.
would want more money.
That's fine.
Also true.
They can take a quarter of what is in there, maybe.
All right, so you call over to your kobold associates. They come on over. You negotiate your fee, 25%. You get first pick of the litter. Sounds good. They will get to work in there, and an hour later you'll have some information. Tux, yes, you are absolutely correct. You cannot trust kobolds with shinies, but they've been supplying enough shinies that they're willing to be like, this isn't so much a sharing as it is an investment in shinies in the future. It's kobold coin, buy in now. So, as all that sort of stuff happens, what's the party doing for the hour that they have available to them?
Well, there's still, Beldar says there's a hidden passage right there.
He does say that.
Does this lead somewhere, or is that the end of it?
Just a little bitty tunnel sticking off
Okay.
there.
Yeah, I say check this area out and
Sure. Andry, you head over there. A secret door, not particularly well made, this one. You find the catch fairly easily. And opening it up, you see a south heading passage. Towards, 40, 50 feet ahead of you, you can see there is indeed a statue standing with its back towards you, I believe. Scrolling for confirmation. The air as you enter into the tunnel is stale and dry, leaving behind the moisture that seeps in from the rat and cave beaver warrens. The floor here is covered with a thick layer of dust. The corridor empties into an oblong natural cavern, arranged haphazardly along the walls, and in the hallway in front of you are 10 statues, a pair of which flank all entrances to the chamber. Each statue depicts an elven warrior wearing chainmail and armed with a thin blade.
Does anybody know if Mitra has anything to do with elves?
Tahir just steps forward. Maybe. Do I know anything about these statues?
Sure. How about a
Your
history
depictions?
check? And Mitra is a hero to men, women. It's not a guy-gal thing. He's a hero to all. 24 is a pretty good history. They are definitely wearing the garb of some of the faithful or committed to Mitra, though being a human who was raised to godhood, not really in the elven pantheon, but there were a few elves whose respect he earned enough that they committed to his service, considering him maybe not top tier godhood, but good enough to serve. The statues, no real hint as to their history, other than, servants of Mitra, statues of elves.
Well, I don't believe anything untoward could come of us entering this room. It seems to be dedicated to Mitra. It doesn't seem to be disturbed in a while.
Can we, is it obvious what the purpose of this room is?
Oblong room. Entrances southwest, northeast, north. Not super obvious. As you're making your way in, you notice that one of the elven statues has the kind of goggles you would normally associate with, like, gnomes. There are lenses.
This one looks like he was as blind as a bat.
They're part of the statue, or it's actual goggles placed on the statue?
How about an investigation check?
Yeah, Tann, you had lenses as well, right? That you'd found before.
So you're checking this out, and you can't see where the stone meets the stone. Like, this is carved at an exquisite level. So it looks like if there was some flex in the stone, you could take them off. But since they're kind of like hooked over ears, over bridge of nose, and many, many lenses, any sort of flexing would more likely break the fairly delicate looking stone.
Also, to answer your question, I don't think I have lenses, unless you're talking about like the map stones. I don't think I have any.
There was something you looked through that saw
Oh,
the
those were
map or
gems.
something?
Yeah.
Oh, were they
Oh, yeah.
gems? Oh, okay.
I think those
Invisible gens.
Yeah, invisible.
Mhm.
I mean, heck, Tann will like beep, 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 and see if he sees anything with them. But yeah, no glasses.
Does this? Are these carved statues, or do these possibly look like people that have been turned to stone?
They're good enough they could be either.
Would stonemason's tools help in any way? I don't know what to do with them though. I mean, chip a toe or something. See if it says out.
Perhaps it's best to not destroy
Try tickling the rib
statues dedicated to Mitra.
I mean, you do the non-damaging things and get no responses. Let me know if you're going to move up to the damaging things.
Yeah,
Nah.
everybody be wary. There could be a being here that can change people to turn people to stone. So just keep a.
Are they in action poses? Like they look like? I mean, or are they standing kind of?
They're not in like, oh, my eyes, I've been struck by a basilisk pose. No, they're standing at parade rest. They look like they were, they definitely sucked in the gut, puffed out the chest, made sure they were looking in the right direction. But
If there's a basilisk, it's probably up there.
If there is a basilisk, it could possibly be up there.
Room.
Kind of peering off to the north and east, another plain natural chamber, irregular walls and ceiling. On the opposite room is a freestanding stone arch. The arch is about 10 feet across, and its surface is carved with numerous runes inlaid with gold.
Where do you think that goes?
Freestanding arch, right about there. Where do you think that goes?
Another entrance to Mitra's temple?
What was that? And like Tahir is like putting himself in the exact pose that the warriors are in.
And like as you're putting yourself in the exact pose, you realize that the pose has changed. The fella reaches up and touches his glass, and the stony skin smooths out a little bit to a lighter gray elven, and he sort of calls out, turning his head, looking in Andry's direction. What is your reason for entering yon chamber?
Investigating? Wait, who the hell are you?
What do you mean, who am I? That is barely a reason. Get back here, you are unworthy.
Do I know the name Jan?
Says who?
Do you know the name Jan? And he sort of looks at you like, Jan is not a name. Jan is a place. It means that. Has the elven language fallen so far to not know Jan hither and thither?
Hey now. I don't exactly come from the high elven culture. It's a little bit different from where I'm from. Thank you. But no, it's still Well, we kind of gone out of that, for being honest. No one really uses the yawn hither and dither anymore. That's
What?
more to the Feywild side of things, but that's
What of
besides the
ye?
point.
Thou?
I like
Thee?
ye and thee are still good.
Ah,
That's still
excellent.
hip.
What's a haw without a good ye?
Whoa, I never thought about it like that before.
Are
Ah,
you the guardian of this chamber?
I am. Since time immemorial, as in when I have formed into a statue, I have no memory of time passing. Yet I stand here, my companions and I, guarding the arch beyond, preventing the minions of evil from entering. And those who have no worthwhile purpose, curiosity is not a reason.
I see, as you're a follower of Mitra.
I am.
We've actually met a few of the other guardians. They're wonderful chaps.
They are not perhaps as dignified, not perhaps as humble as I am, but still worthwhile individuals.
Oh yeah, I'm totally feeling the humble part.
Yes. Yes. Now, he sort of like tick 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 tick, like snaps down a bunch of lenses and gives you a good stare. You seem reasonable enough. Your regalia is in order. There are some misfits, and he snaps his head and looks over at Blitz, who's just in Serpentor form at this point, amongst you, but I assume there is reason. Wearing the spoils of war, no doubt. Braggart. You must be humble before those who would praise you. Acknowledge your praise, but humble at all times. Now, is that all? May I return to my rest? Will you be on your way peacefully?
Well, we're here now. We're figuring out what each chamber does. We've had a lot of altercations with the minions of Set. Not pleasant chaps, as I've said. Unlike the lovely other guardians. Umphalos, wonderful. Holomir, he's pretty great. I guess, based on the sigils on that archway over there, some sort of teleportation device?
It is indeed, permitting passage to places.
Oh, if you're worried about it being the Temple of Mitra, it's no worry. We have like 3 other ways to get in there.
Well then, if you are so well traveled and have so many entrances, you have no need of this one, and you can be on your way.
Well, we never know. We haven't, chose one yet. But the other guardians seem to be fans of us. I mean, we have the Lion Ring. Lawgiver. Lawgiver's pretty cool. Apparently he talks a lot.
A gift from Holomir.
Yes, well, he was always generous to a fault.
We're friends with Cornelius.
Who is Cornelius?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're that old.
That's older than Cornelius.
The, guardian of the Temple of... Hey, calm down now. Guardian of the Temple of Mitra that's above ground. Bowser, you need to chill. It's okay.
Yeah. It's Bowser and Murky. They're getting into it there.
Murky's having a little dream over there.
Yeah.
And still, the elven statue knight is just sort of like, well, I see no reason to deny you access should you have need of the arch, but I do not think you have earned any hints as curiosity drives you, and therefore a puzzle must please you.
Huh?
Exactly.
He wants us to figure it out for ourselves. He's not going to just give it to us willy-nilly.
He doesn't. I don't think he likes us.
It's alright.
Elves. Does anybody like them?
I'm pretty alright.
They're truly an interesting bunch, is what I'll say.
So you don't have any words of encouragement to help us defeat the forces of Set?
I encourage you to defeat the forces of Set. Those were words.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Well done.
Soon we will be assaulting the Tower of Set. We are seeking allies to assist us in that endeavor. If the time comes soon, can we call upon you? Or are you required to stay in this chamber forever?
And this is the place where our spirits have been committed. These bodies are not entirely our own. Magnificent as they are, these granite reflections cannot capture the true nobility of elven flesh and elven spirit. So we cannot travel beyond this place, though we are enduring.
I see what you did there. You are enduring. Because you can't go outside.
Yes.
I think he's giving me credit for ones I didn't even think up, but go for it.
Minus 300 more experience.
1d6 psychic damage.
So,
Okay, I'm kind of seeing a pattern here with allies of Mitra being turned to stone. There's Sam. There's these guys.
Well, Sam wasn't an ally. He was just dying.
He was dying, and Set got to him first.
Oh, was it Set that turned him to stone? I thought
Yes.
Right? It was Set, right?
Sam
Yeah,
is Set.
so.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
As a means of giving him immortality, but at a price.
And
All right, so I don't think that you can help me because you seem kind of useless. But I'm gonna pull out the dog. Can you wake this up?
what is that?
It's a dog.
Sort of. Are you sure? It looks like a large rat.
Not even the great Umphalos can figure out this mystery.
Yes, well, if you ever come
I
across
thought
a
maybe
proper
elves
hound,
could.
I would be happy to assist you in the training of that, but that degenerate beast could barely be called a dog.
It's so cute, though. He's gonna give the dog some little squishies against.
It's all
against his face.
floppy.
That's what makes it so cute.
No, a hound must be a sleek courser, able to trace through the brush like an arrow. Ah, the hunts we used to have. Not that
Wait, how old are
puddle of
you?
fur.
How old are you?
I was 700 years old when I committed my spirit. Since then, time has been a bit vague. A few days, I think it's been.
At least 6.
Perhaps 6 days.
I'm guessing is more like 300 years.
Much more like that, yeah. DM says.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay.
Well, if you can't help with the dog, then truly we are lost.
I do not know that I would want to if I could. But no. Here I stand to guard, not to be your kennel master.
Well, is there... I guess this entrance into Mitra's tower, is there a trick to this arch?
Yes. Yes, there is. A riddle, a puzzle, a clue that must be unraveled to test if you are worthy to step within the Tower of Mitra.
Is it different for everybody, or is it the same one?
I do not know. I have never needed it.
Basically, like, you're not going to test us multiple times going through the door, right?
I will not. The
Yeah.
Arch may or may not, as it chooses.
Okay. Interesting. Well, we've got another entrance we can mark down. Do we want to attempt it now or save?
We've been to so many places. Is there an entrance, or is there a way we haven't checked out yet on this floor?
think
Or I
this
don't
is
know.
the only thing we really haven't done on this floor that we haven't fully done.
The secret rooms?
This guy right here,
Yeah.
and these 2 rooms.
Oh, I forgot about this guy down here.
Those are the only things we haven't done on this floor.
Mm-hmm. I think we're
Yes.
fine. I think we're fine skipping him for now. Should we go into Mitra's tower?
I think most of the people say that unless we have a need to, there's no point.
That's right.
But if you really want to go in there,
I don't have a need. I got no need for the need.
And Tahir, as you're
think-
walking up in there, you see the arch itself. And you can see that there are golden sigils, or there are sigils carved in and then inlaid in gold. And likely something to do with the puzzle, something to do with those sigils. If you decide to start tinkering with that, let me know.
I like tinkering with things.
Sure.
I guess I'll start basics of reading the sigils.
Sure. How about a little Arcana check, if you would? Oh, that's a pretty good Arcana check. So, checking it out, you're like, these are supposed to be on the floor. Somebody's put a teleportation circle in the wrong orientation.
Well, that's interesting. So, based on my knowledge and expertise on teleporting and bamfing in and out of places, that's not supposed to go exactly like that. It's more of that, and like it looks like the patterns you would see for a teleportation circle.
It does, and if you happen to have that thing, then you would be able to learn that pattern and reuse it to cast. But from your knowledge, if you were to do so, you would appear the wrong way and fall.
Perhaps it's not necessarily. Well, here's what I'm thinking for it in terms of. Is teleportation circles can kind of funky. Sometimes all you do is just step on them and you teleport places. Sometimes you'll have to memorize the pattern to do so. I mean, I was thinking of writing it down in my spell book just the other day. I was like, I could probably do that tomorrow, next week. It's fine. But for this, however, it's a little more tricky. It's not exactly supposed to be, on the wall. Perhaps it needs to be transferred to the floor itself, or some other ways. I'm not sure if it's active as of yet. But at least we knows what it is. Feel free to shout out anything if you have any guesses.
So you've got the arch over here and then a pattern on the wall.
So you've got the arch itself. So the arch goes around, and on the arch you've got these sigils. And from what Tahir is saying, it should be flat on the ground and a complete circle to be a traditional teleportation circle. Whereas this is kind of oriented the wrong way. He would also imagine that it is a completed circle under the ground.
Is the ground solid stone?
Ooh, good thinking. How about a let's call it a investigation check there. A 9. It is definitely not solid stone. It is mostly dirt. And there's something wrong with the dirt, but you can't put your finger on what. You make a little pile, flatten the top. This means
Where do you
something.
think this thing goes to here?
Well, he did specify it goes to the Tower of Mitra. It's, I mean, we don't have to futz with it right now. We know of what its capability is at this current point in time.
He'd probably help us in an emergency, right? And he's gonna look. He's gonna look at the statue with hopeful, but also understanding that this.
You kind of
He
look
doesn't
back at
seem-
the statue. He's already like in pose mode again.
Oh,
Turned back to stone.
I am not worthy.
Perhaps it's best we leave it as is. We have a basic understanding of how this possible puzzle or riddle could go. And we might not want to press anything too tricky just yet. I don't wish for us to go to the tower right at this moment.
I would agree with that.
Perhaps we continue exploring. I mean, there's the two, but the vampire rooms could be there too. So, there's the two tombs, and then there's the teleport red mist with the statue.
Oh, yeah, the room where it was the little short little statue guy, right? Oh, 2 foot tall statue or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, next to the dog room and the room with the corpses.
Right. Okay.
What was his riddle? He had a riddle too, didn't he?
Said something
That
about
was,
touch him or something.
Good memory.
I don't think it was exactly worded like that, but
Uh,
yes,
well,
it's a
yeah.
premise.
the words that the magic
Yeah,
magic statue spoke were, "If the room beyond you wish to see, then lay on hands and pass by me." Which
That's right.
apparently got translated to, "I would like you to touch me."
Do we
Yeah.
want to say, oh well, let's just do it.
Touch him?
You know, teleports through the mists. We could try it, or we can just ignore it and walk down the old-fashioned way. But this is more exciting.
It is very exciting. Yeah, could be fun.
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay, so the party heads way down to the south side of the setup. So could I get a fateful D6 as you start to make your way down in that direction?
Who hasn't done it yet?
Don't
I
know.
haven't.
Well, okay.
I don't think Blitz did either, though.
Yeah, I did, but it didn't count. It was too late.
Yep. 2 gets you past, and so the party moves on down. They make it down to the mirror room. Murky having bad dreams. As you reach the mirror room, you got that little passageway, secret doors off to the side, illusory door up ahead. And I'm going to need another of the fateful D6s to get us through this next chunk of rooms here. Party's had good luck with these. Even the ones that they haven't struck have been things they've dealt with already. And so the party's able to make their way across. Now, I believe I heard you were heading to the statue with the mist. Is that where we're going?
Yes.
Sure.
You pass through the illusory wall. You find yourself in a small antechamber. To the north, a 2-foot-tall statue of red stone stands in front of an archway filled with billowing fog. The air smells faintly of sulfur. As you walk in, once again, the statue says, "If the room beyond you wish to see, then lay on hands and pass by me."
All right. How are we gonna do this? Are we like draw straws, or how's this gonna work? I mean, if we want, I can go first. And if it's like super bad, I'll just
Tann
teleport back.
Tann is gonna smack his hand very gently against the statue's nose.
Okay. Boopity. You boop the statue's nose. Nothing seems to happen.
Oh, maybe it's the whole hand, and then he's gonna put his hand on top of the head of the statue.
Still nothing seems to happen.
He's going to cradle the face with both hands.
Looks adorable, but nothing happens.
Oh, does anyone have lay on hands?
No.
I think.
Can't we just walk through the door?
Yeah, I think maybe now just try walking past him.
Gonna press hands to the wall.
Okay. So the wall behind the statue is that billowing fog, and as you take your hands off the statue and make your way through the fog, you continue moving north. And we'll take a quick break as I get myself organized for what's about to happen next. And then
Oh wait, I should have made Andry do this. No.
Yeah.
So we will be right back. And we'll hide us from view. We will mute us from audio. And we'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes here. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Now they can hear you.
Uh-oh.
Hello, hello.
And the
Hello.
BRB screen is gone. Do-do-do. Let's zoom over to what's happened. Tann has caressed the redstone statue, made their way through the mist, and beyond, it reveals a plain chamber about 20 feet long and 25 foot wide. A stone chest sits in the middle of the room. To the north, a 2-foot-tall statue of gray stone guards another fog-filled hallway. On the western wall, there's a little bump out, maybe 5 feet or so, leading to a small door. Andry, you can't see Tann through the mist, but you didn't hear any, horrible crunchy noises.
Wrench.
Tann, are you okay?
Tann, you can hear.
I can? Okay. I'll pop back through and be like, there's a room, there's a statue, and there's a chest. I'm suspicious of the statue. Statues are never truly statues here. And he's going to quickly look back out to make sure the statue hasn't snuck up on him.
Nope, statue just seems to be sitting there, looking at you.
Alright. I'm going to keep looking back.
I will touch the top of the statue's head and walk through the mist.
You touch this top of the statue's head and walk through the mist, ending up next to Tann. You see much the same things.
Blitz
Wait,
will follow,
is this room
encouraging.
connected to the other one?
Hmm.
You're saying that they're connected?
Yeah, can we see into that room?
There's a door there. Tann skirts around the stone chest in the center of the floor, moves over to the door. You see some bodies of dog guards that were dispatched. Murky's cage on the floor. Little top of the...
Yep.
Andry and
That's
Tann,
the
at
dog
about
room.
the same time, you move
Oh.
close to the statue, and so you get a doubled up version of "If the room beyond you wish to see, if the room beyond you is lay on hands and pass by me."
Huh. I'm going to do another quick caress.
Little caress.
And I'm going to peek out of the other door.
Peek out of the mist to the north, or the door over there?
This door.
Okay.
The one that led to the dog room.
You peek out, no problem.
I'll touch
Anything?
the statue and walk through the mist.
Sure, you
Oh.
touch the statue.
Oh, is there Is there another set of mist
Yeah,
here
sorry,
that I
there's
just...
another set of mist to the
Oh,
north.
okay. Sorry, I was like, oh, this door. Oh, nothing's changed. Okay.
As you move to the north, you see, again, blocking the entrance to the next room, 2-foot-tall statue, this time colorless crystal of a well-proportioned human woman, standing against a backdrop of mist-enshrouded archway.
Well, that's different. Still a...
Oh, Blitz, sorry, you moved. What did you do as you went past?
Oh yeah, just I was gonna say I've put Bowser's paws on the statue as well, just to
Okay.
make sure in case it matters. I don't know.
Sure. And can I get a quick double check of everyone's alignment sound off, please? Andry, what is your alignment?
Chaotic good.
Okie dokie. Tann, your alignment?
Yeah, good too.
You got it. Blitz, your alignment.
Lawful neutral.
Ooh. Dahrian, your alignment.
I think I am lawful neutral as well.
You got it. And Tahir, your alignment?
Neutral good.
Un momento.
Bowser's just neutral. Except for treats, I think it's kind of chaotic.
Okay. Sounds good. Everything's fine.
Is the little statue judging us?
I mean,
It is.
looks like a judgy kind of statue.
Yeah,
Andry, there's another chest, stone chest in the floor there, and another statue, this time diamond. Dahrian, what are you up to?
I will rub its head and step forward through the mist.
You got it. No problem.
Do the statues look identical? other?
The two red ones looked very similar. The one that you haven't seen yet looks quite different.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Red and then gray. The statues look similar in design, but different colors.
And when I approach this one, it doesn't say anything?
Oh, sorry, didn't notice you moved up that far. If the room beyond you wish to see, then lay on hands and pass by me.
And the chests, do they look like anything special, or are they?
I mean, they're big stone chests that look like the kind that would have treasure inside them. Or bodies. Or something. They're definitely containers of a sort.
I'm gonna walk back to this one.
Okay.
Like, not go through the mist, but does it repeat the same thing when going the other way?
If you get on the other side of the mist and within 5 feet, you hear the speech repeat.
Okay. Gotcha, but not from, like, with it, like, once you have, say, like, past it and you're in this room, it doesn't repeat on this
Correct.
side?
You have to be standing in front of the statue.
Gotcha, okay.
It's got to be able to give you the side eye.
Makes sense. Alright. Tann will give another pet and then go through this one as well.
Sure. And Tann, you were chaotic good, I think you said?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Why do you ask?
No reason. I just
Okay.
like knowing things.
That's fair. Understandable.
Tann, I'm going to go through this one too.
Okay. Scream if you need help. I'll wait here for other people too.
Okay. I will touch this one and walk through the door.
Sure. You touch that one and go boing, and you just bounce off of an invisible wall of force.
Well then.
Why aren't you letting me in?
It remains resolutely silent.
Tann will go up. You gotta show like that you appreciate what it's doing. He gives another caress and goes to try to walk through.
Ring.
Oh, I must have not been clear. Boom. Okay, takes a step away.
Bowser and Blitz will try to graduate up to catch up to them.
Sure.
With the whole touching thing.
You got it. And Blitz, remind me of your alignment again?
Lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral, you say? Memento, please.
And do we all hear each other from room to room, or is it like no sound? Or...
Well, you did up until a second ago. Because as soon as you went to touch the statue, you just saw... whoop, and a wall of stone appeared in front of you.
Oh.
I'm gonna look back.
There's a wall of stone where the mist once was.
God damn it.
That was not me. I was so respectful. It definitely was not me.
Does it happen when Blitz touches it or Bowser?
I mean, there's already a wall of stone there. Can't get much more wall of stone than the wall of stone, but...
Yeah.
Hey, Blitz, let me try something.
Certainly.
I move up.
Mhm.
And having this ring on,
Mhm.
I take and I touch the ring to the forehead of this guy, of the statue, and I say, we serve Mitra. Let me pass. And see if the wall of stone disappears.
No response.
Why did it not do this when Tann went through? Or Andry? Does it not like me?
Unfortunately, I think we just found out that Andry is better than we are. This is a sad moment.
Isn't that also sad that as soon as those words left your mouth, everyone left?
Yeah.
Where's Tahir? Is he worse than us?
I think. I don't. Well, there's still a mist there. I just think he's protecting us.
And so, 2 minutes pass, 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
I'm gonna knock on the stone.
It's inches thick, so I mean you hear the knock coming through, but everything is very muted.
Mm-hmm.
Lawgiver, do you know anything about this?
No.
Can log
Try and stick Lawgiver through the wall with the girl.
So you line Lawgiver up with the wall of force, and like try to push, but it's there's nothing to cut or poke. It's literally just force. So it just like there's like nothing to cut. It's like trying to stab a frictionless surface. No matter how straight on you are, you just book off to one side or the other.
Should we check the box, Tann?
What could go wrong? Sure.
Well, it could release a gas that could kill you.
Oh, yep, that would go wrong.
6-inch thick stone wall, by the way. So half a foot.
Tann is gonna lay on the ground and kind of check out the chest. I don't. Yeah, just kind of investigating it for.
You check it out. It's a stone chest bound in iron, so it is a hefty beastie of a chest. You don't see an obvious locking mechanism on it. Like, you see hinge, but no real lock. But I mean, come on. Like, adventurer instincts have got to be screaming at you.
Oh yeah, they are. But this place is weird. I just had to stroke 2 statues to get to this point, so I have little trust.
Did you try stroking the third statue?
I did twice. I could try a third time, but I think she's done talking to me.
Tahir, Blitz, Dahrian, anything? Waiting patiently.
Blitz will probably investigate the chest in our room.
Chest in your room?
Yeah, look at see if look for traps and whatnot.
Sure. So you check out the chest. It's made of stone. Both of you give me a quick investigation as you are eyeing up the chest here.
Boop. For some guidance.
You got it.
Oh, I didn't do nearly as bad as I thought I would.
Sure. So you don't realize that you are finding out similar things, but the chests seem to be either mortared in or hewn from the stone to the point where they may as well be part of the floor. They are not moving. But the lids and the hinge that sort of are bound around them are iron. Both appear to be unlocked, so it would just be a grab the lid and lift sort of situation. But I mean, you don't see a mechanism, but at the same time, come on.
Wait, Tann, you could hold your breath, right?
Yeah, I don't need to breathe. I mean, yes, I could hold my breath.
Okay, then I think we can open the box.
What about you?
I'll be fine. I'm gonna open the box.
Sure. So you
Fireball.
grab hold, you give a little woof. The chest, like, it hits and the iron hinges are like bend, so it doesn't like slam, but it's like creak. Inside, you see 100 loose bloodstones, gemstones scattered about. Each of those have to be worth about 50 gold each. So it's just a pile of gems sitting in there.
What was the statue before we came in?
There's been a red, a gray, and a clear.
Okay. Was the red also bloodstone or no?
No. The bloodstone is an actual gemstone. Whereas
okay.
the other one was just a red stone. More
Gotcha.
like red stone, like
a stone that is red color.
Yeah, a stone that is a reddish color.
Gotcha. Okay.
Lots of iron.
Gotcha.
Let's stand behind and open it toward himself. Can he do that? Like, stand behind the lid and
Sure.
pull it, as opposed to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You grab your lid and you go to flip that one open, and as you do so, you hear click click twang from up above, and 4 crossbow bolts fire down at you.
Oh.
That's not good.
Ha, tricked you.
So some of those are going to hit. So
I thought that was damage for a second.
No. So the crit's going to hit, and then 23 and a 19.
23, yeah, as well.
Okay, so that's going to be 20 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Goodness.
Are you all right there?
I am not well. I didn't expect that.
Everything fine in there.
There's a trap chest.
Much safer now, I think. I hope.
Inside the chest is a bag. Well, bag.
Bag.
Strappy thing on top. Keep it closed.
Let's see here.
So Tann, do you have anything blunt?
Anything blunt?
Well, I don't think Lawgiver's going to be very happy when I start slashing through this wall. I don't see any other way of getting through here.
I have an obscene amount of daggers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. I've got 4. No, 5 daggers. Why do I have this many daggers? And a rapier. I have a crowbar. I got a hammer. I got pythons. I got oil. If you need any oil.
No, I don't think we should start a fire in here.
I got a rain catcher in case it rains.
I think we're good there.
Caltrops.
I got a shovel. Do you think that'd be good? Like it's stone though. I think maybe the crowbar.
Stone's pretty heavy. Crowbar probably a stronger chance, but also it's stone.
Well, we could check for a secret entrance.
Yeah.
That seems to be a thing that's going on with this level.
There's a lot of secret entrances. I'll take a look around.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a investigation as you start poking back. Now, I will say, 15, 20 minutes has passed at this point. As far as I know, the blood gems are still in the chest and the bag is still in the chest. Let me know if that changes.
Oh, yeah, we probably opened the bag right away.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I think so.
All right, you reach down, you open up the bag, you look inside. The bag has just a pile of gems in there. They look to be, I moved away from it, tiger eyes, I think. You'd have to either reach your hand in there or pour the gems out to see how many, if you so chose to do.
We lift the bag full of gems out of the chest?
Sure. You lift the bag full of gems out of the chest. And looking inside, you can see the, basically what you can see is a top layer of tiger eye style gems.
Hey, Casey, while he's doing that, this is a hallway that I can walk into?
Sure.
Is that right?
You walk into Murky's cage room.
Okay.
That's where all the dead dog men are.
Tann, your investigation does not turn up a secret entrance or exit.
Okay. Is this
honestly? Blitz would probably start chiseling just to let you know. On the other side, you might hear some chink chink chink.
You're gonna start chiseling away at the stone wall.
Just to try to, while you guys are trying to figure stuff out, maybe.
I might.
Kind of put the bag down, and for reasons, we're gonna ask everybody to hold still for a second.
He'd probably hang the bag on his belt or something.
Yeah, bag hung on the belt. You go over, you go to the wall. You're like, kink, And then you just like hear stone grinding, and the gray statue just turns over and looks at you.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's say, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot, and he'll put his hand on the thing's face.
Might be a little late for that. And so, if each of you would please go ahead and click on your
dang it.
token, roll
Oh,
yourselves
no.
into initiative, as a stone guardian has been awakened.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oops, that's wrong.
Get that corrected when you have a second. We'll go ahead and bring up my statue here, and then we
I'll
will
roll
get
it.
to the right. Come here, new monsters.
Oh. Yeah, well, this should be disadvantage, I guess. So, where do I... Where is there some way to see what my 2 dice were there? What do I do?
Where'd they go here? You got a
Yeah,
20 and a 2.
Oh.
Oh wow. So 19. then.
Oh, it's on the... You go over
Yeah,
the
if
1
you hover
now.
over the 1, it'll give it to you.
Okay. Is it alright to use a 19 then?
Sure. You got it. And we're
It
gonna
should be
go-
advantage rather than this.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and flip this into turn order. And Tann, you hear like tink tink, and I mean that's kind of all you got to go on right now. There's 6 inches of stone wall between you and the action. What might you be doing as you're like, my adventurous senses are tingling?
Well, I know for a fact that an exit is south, so I think he would pass a crowbar and a handful of pines to Andry, and he'd be like, "Guess we're lifting or chipping," and he's gonna take out a hammer and start using like the python to try and like at least kind of help chip.
Okay. One moment here. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with whatever is your best melee damage. We'll say you optimize your damage with whatever you've got.
Gotcha. Best melee.
Best melee. That's almost the exact opposite of melee.
You're right. I'm sorry. But it's all the same. Honestly,
Okay.
it's all +6.
No problem. Just threw me off when I looked at it. 21 is going to hit the wall and do some damage. Let's see a little bit of damage there.
Okay.
Okay. And 4 is 1, 4. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Recorded. And Chip. Tann. Anything else?
Let's see. I didn't think about this, but maybe. Oh, yeah. No, never mind. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Blitz, this stone statue looks at you. Its mouth moves, and you hear something that sounds like second gear. And then it starts to attack.
It says what?
Second
I think
gear.
Dahrian goes first. Doesn't he?
Sorry, Andry? Mike?
Doesn't Dahrian go first?
Oh, wait. Sorry, Dahrian. How'd I miss you? Oh, because I had you out of order. That was me. Sorry, Dahrian, go ahead. You hear the stone golem saying second gear, but nothing happens yet. And then what do you do?
Second gear.
Second gear.
Okay.
Wait, it says that, or it sounds like a car in second gear?
It
Or
says
you're saying
second
it-
gear.
Oh, it actually says it. Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were doing like a. Sorry.
I'll move in here
Second gear.
and... Oh, goodness.
I forgot to touch it, Dahrian.
That is unfortunate. Man, I have no idea what I'm going to do here. I will holler out for Tahir and say we've got trouble in here. And I cast Guiding Bolt.
Guiding Bolt is a 17. That will hit. And 15 points of radiant damage, you say?
Yes.
Radiant damage looks like it works. 15 points of damage.
Say, light him up! And get the hell out of there, Blitz.
Light
and
him
I'm
up
done.
And get the hell out of there, Blitz. And
That's
done.
right.
As you are finishing up, it does say second gear, and then some things happen. The first thing that happens is a wall of stone appears. That is not a straight line by any stretch of the imagination. But if you can imagine that being a straight line, that would be awesome. Let's try that again. Boop, 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 boop. Wall of stone appears, cutting off Blitz and Bowser, trapping them in with the statue. It says second gear, and as it does so, you can see it goes from like, I am about to, and then it starts moving real fast. Andry, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look at the crowbar. I'm gonna look at the sword, and I'm gonna hit the wall of stone with the sword.
You got it? Wall of stone with the sword? Sword's like, come on. And it just doesn't want to hit the sword. It skiffs the stone. It skiffs off, no damage.
I'll hit it again.
That'll do some damage. Can I see some damage, please? It is not undead, so just the 13 there, but still a chunk of damage.
Judging from the amount of damage that we've done, how long do we think that it's going to take us to get through this wall?
I mean, you've taken 2 chips out of it, and it's a wall of stone. So I don't know that you can do that math. If you want to give me a quick intelligence check, I'm willing to base it on your response. That's actually significantly better than I thought. You would say something like 10 rounds at this rate, you might get through it?
I could catapult something at it.
Andry, I think that'll take us down to Blitz. Blitz, you're facing off against a stone statue that has started moving real quick.
I'm scared. I don't think
big
Blitz is
stone
built for
wall
this
between
kind of
you and your
one-on-one cage match kind of situation. I'm in trouble here, man. I see.
3 minutes.
That is awful.
Playtime.
Rage in the cage.
Alright. Let's see. Okay. I mean, sword and board, right? There we go.
Sword and board?
Advantage. They got the guiding light. So here we go.
Guiding bolt advantage, and 21's a pretty solid hit. 14 points of damage is good. That is a magical fang. Anything
I'm sorry,
else?
I forgot to touch you. I'll hit him again. Oh,
That's another real good hit.
and Bowser with the rend.
Bowser with the rend? Solid damage. Statue is
Nice.
looking like it is being a bit chipped, cracked. Like, I'm trying to think of how to express that the damage that the statue is now bloodied. Like,
Oh, hey.
well done.
Got like the little
Return-
scrapes.
Yeah.
Return to first gear and we can start again.
No. Tahir though. What would
Yes.
you be up
All I
to?
need is 1 more minute, then my spell can be casted. This is great. Huh? Ah, shit. I'm gonna give good old statue here a high five.
5.
Bam, and I'll walk through.
You walk through. You see a stone wall cutting off the room on the diagonal.
What did you do? What happened?
Oh, Dahrian,
You're
muted?
muted. This is no time to give me this. There's no time for a vow of silence.
Sorry.
What did you do?
I was at a loss for words there. It wasn't me, Blitz. It was Blitz who did it.
Blames
He
the important
failed-
part.
Yeah, he failed to touch that statue. Apparently, it was the last thing I heard before the wall closed up.
There is no visible gap in any capacity on this ball, is
Nope,
there?
it's
Nope.
wall to
Nothing.
wall, floor to ceiling.
Shit. Well, rock and stone. I'm gonna go mining. With
All right.
a rapier, I guess.
With a
I'm
rapier.
gonna just put my hand on the wall, start melting it a little bit. I'll cast firebolt on it before I, take a step up.
Sure.
It's gonna-
Go ahead and give me attack rolls and damage.
Firebolts. That's
Just,
probably. Wrong spot.
that's a good spot. You've managed to drill a little hole,
Just gonna start just drilling a hole.
make it a pilot hole. I mean, those are important.
This is gonna take me a bit. I didn't pick lightning bolt today. That probably been a lot more useful.
To hear anything else,
Nah.
Tann, what do we got?
Yeah, let's see if one of these will work. First, as a tester, I'm gonna take one of my pythons and kind of place it on top of close the chest, place it on top of the chest. Watch out, Andry! And he's gonna cast catapult on the. Wait, can I do that? Choose an object. Object flies in a straight line. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's just because it says a dexterity saving throw, but it stops early if it impacts a solid surface. Wait,
Yep,
does that
so-
mean it actually does damage, or?
Yeah, it will do damage to the wall for whatever your catapult damage is.
Okay. That tripped me up for a solid minute. Okay, here is damage.
You got it. 18 points of magical bludgeoning damage. Strike into it.
Okay. That seems to be working. I'll try something else later.
Alright.
Yeah, because if I were to do something as a bonus action, it would have to be a cantrip, right? Because I cast a spell.
Yes. Unless you
Okay,
did your
then-
quickening thing.
Oh, if it's a quickening thing, it could be a normal spell. Because
That's such a weird rule.
Wait.
I think
Yeah.
it's the other way around, right? You do the regular spell as a bonus action, and then you do the cantrip as a regular action. I
Yes. So yes, if you wanted to do the quickening, you would do it the other way around. And if that's the thing you wanted to do, that's fine. You can reverse that now.
Gotcha. Okay. I am good.
Okay.
I will wait.
Dahrian. Tahir has poked a tiny, dimple into the wall. What are you up to?
Make sure I'm not muted. Okay. Well, I didn't level up for no reason, right?
Oh.
Spell magic 5th level on that wall of stone. hope that's high enough.
Okay, and what level did you use?
5. My 5th level spell.
That is high enough. The wall falls. Boom.
Well done, Tahir. Go get him.
What?
It's a mighty rapier.
So you think she forgave me?
Dahrian, anything else for you?
I'll just take a step back next to Tahir.
You got it. And so, we're gonna have. We're gonna have some attacks coming. And that is not the right number. Excuse me. Bowser's triggering disadvantage on the first attack.
D.
Gotcha. First attack coming in with disadvantage. Blitz. Slam. An 11. Not gonna do. Second attack. Blitz. Slam. A 12. Not gonna do. Third attack. Blitz. Slam. 24 for 12. And I'm going to need a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
"24. You feel something tugging at you like molasses on your body, but it doesn't have an effect.
Nice.
Andry, I think it's over to you.
I'm gonna look down at Lawgiver. Why couldn't you be a hammer? And I'm gonna slice at the wall.
Why couldn't you be a paladin? 17's gonna hit. 12 is some damage. 28's gonna hit. 14 is some more damage. Anything else, Andry?
Yeah, I'll use the Giant's Might.
Okie dokie.
Probably should have done that to begin with, but
Whoop, 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 whoop. Blitz, that'll bring it around to you.
Continue the assault.
Continue the assault. "20 will hit. 12 is damage. Good damage.
Oops.
12 will not hit.
And then Bowser. Another.
9 will also not hit.
Oh,
Blitz and Bowser, anything
Alright.
else?
that's it. That's all.
Tahir.
What have you gotten yourself into this time? What did you do? What?
20 will hit with a shocking grasp.
7
7 points of lightning damage. Will do damage.
All right, come on, Petunia, you wild, shattering, beautiful rapier, you.
19 will hit.
Bam. There you
And
go.
you're like,
we're doing
"Beak!"
it.
And it just sits there for a second, then like glass, and then falls, rubble.
Mwah!
Good job, Tahir.
And
I
we
knew
are
she never left me.
out of turn order for the moment. Some minutes later, Andry and Tahir will make their way through the stone wall. They kind of carve out a big enough space. Logger. And the party is reunited.
So what happened?
I forgot to touch it before proceeding to remove the wall, and It said something about second gear and attacked.
It's like when they say turn things up to 11. It's kind of like that, I think.
But this one only goes to 10.
Well, there doesn't seem to be a statue, or there was mist, right? Is the mist still there?
No more mist.
Well, it seems like we're fine now, and I'll walk through.
Hi, Andry. Hi, Tahir.
Why are you big?
Had to get through the wall.
That reasonable. What's that behind you?
It's a statue.
It's
This
a
one's made of
statue.
clear crystal.
Is there mist behind it as well?
There is.
Why don't you just walk through it?
It's a wall of force.
Oh.
Like, you can't walk through it.
Hey,
It doesn't.
who's
Yeah,
say-
see? And I give it another pet, and I go, like, go for it. Boom.
Whatever
I'll
you
trip.
do, don't forget to touch it first.
I'm gonna give it like the good old, you know,
Beep, beep,
little
beep, beep, beep.
hand set. I'll try walking through.
Boom.
All right.
Do you want just to teleport in?
Wait, Blitz, you said that you just walked through and it woke up the statue? Maybe we just walk through and wake up this statue.
Sure.
But
Sounds like a wonderful idea.
They don't like it.
what does that statue look like? Same, just a different color.
The statue that you are looking for.
This one up here.
Sorry. This one at the bottom was red stone. This one at the bottom was kind of a grayish green. This one is clear crystal. Blocking the entrance is a 2-foot tall, colorless crystal statue of a well-proportioned human woman standing against a backdrop of the mist-enshrouded archway. And as you approach, if the room beyond you wish to see, then lay on hands and pass by me, but she does not respond to your best handshake techniques. And boom, off you go on the wall of force.
What if we
All
don't touch her and try and walk it through?
Boom, wall of force.
Oh, I see you found a chest of gems as well.
Yeah. Well,
Did yours also shoot you with crossbow bolts?
no. Why? Did yours? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I see. Do you want me to
Yeah.
pull that out?
Yes, thank you. If let's loosen the satchel or the bag and maybe dump his gems in with theirs.
Sure.
Or
So
no, maybe he would start collecting theirs and putting it in the bag with this. Probably
Sure.
more likely.
Okay, so you open up the bag, and I mean the bag's already fairly full of tiger's eyes, and you like look down at the 100 bloodstones, and you're like, all right, we'll see how many. Hime, 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 huh. Hime. Oh, they all fit. Neat. Whoop. Wait,
Oh.
that's more space in the bag than.
Oh. Is this a special bag?
You open it back up and you do the Mary Poppinsing. Yeah, it's a special bag.
Oh.
Special
No
bag.
more disc.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing all these. All right, cool.
Very nice.
Great. And here I was thinking, once we get out of here, first thing I'm buying is a bag of holding or two.
I think you still might have to, because I think that was Blitz's.
That is also true. But I mean, I'm sure
You
we can
have it,
share.
Tann.
Oh, I just want to throw some stuff in there. That's it.
Now, as you're all
They-
kind of standing there talking, you just like, I think maybe you sort of glance at one another, and you like, you're talking a little like Tann does, and then Tann's like, I don't know what you mean. All 5 of you appear to be affected by a slow spell.
Hmm.
Maybe
Hey,
we need
man.
to get out of here.
Your speeds are halved. You can't take reactions. -2 penalty on AC and dexterity saving throw.
Ace. Ring.
Well, we can't get by the wall yet, so let's just get it later.
And like as you're moving, like everything around you seems like it's moving double time, except the 5 of you, which are all moving in like synchronized slow-mo.
Do we want to go downstairs?
Should
I
we
think-
wait for this to be gone?
Well, it can range from a variety of times, you know. It could just be us localized in this room. Man.
You make your way out of the room past the rubble statue, and you kind of look around. Everything's still moving just a little too quick. You're moving a little too slow.
Where do you
Good.
think we should go, Dahrian?
Follow me.
Now that's... Man, I can't follow anywhere.
Should
Oh.
we leave the stones?
Nah, it's probably fine.
Sure.
This
make your way-
seems to have happened when we took the stones.
Do you think they're slow stones?
Ooh, slow stones, you say?
What do you think, Andry?
I don't know.
Is the dog awake? It's right next to his room.
You like pull Murky out and look at Murky, and Murky like sleep goes to lick his nose, and it's just like, boo, no.
Oh.
That's adorable. Maybe just leave the stones in here just in case.
Oh wait, sorry.
Alright, Blitz will turn the bag over and pour them out and watch them slowly fall down into the
Well, not like that.
So you go to pour the bag out,
No.
and then like as it's like you're like no, and then there's just like bullets like coming down because they're moving regular speed once gravity takes over. Like,
Oh,
like
crap.
and then they all pour out. So you got tiger's eyes and bloodstones scattered all over the floor now.
Does that make the slowness go away or not?
Nope. You're like, I
Maybe
wonder
we
if
need
it's
to-
gone away.
I
Oh.
don't think it's gone away yet.
Do we
No.
have to put the blood there and the other one there? Sorry, that was too fast.
I'm
This-
not
this-
sure, man.
That's gonna take
Forever. That's
How many do we got?
oh no.
100 bloodstones that hit the floor and scattered all over the place.
Oh man.
And I think it was 50 tiger's eyes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Let's leave the stones but take the bag. Why?
Slowly counting.
Yeah.
Over the
37.
course of like 15, 20 minutes, you get them all gathered up and put back in the right spots. And, you're still moving slow.
Shit.
Is it the bag?
Throw away the bag, Blitz.
Do
you think
I had the bag before.
What does that mean? Man?
Blitz is going to point an accusing finger very slowly at that statue up there north. I think it might be her.
Is this true? Are you causing the predicament, woman?
She meets your eyes with a clear gaze. She's made of crystal.
Man.
I'm gonna try going to a different room. I'll see what happens.
I'm not waiting up. Get followed.
Everybody's still moving slow.
Oh crap. Oh, man.
I will get there eventually.
And Tahir,
I-
as you
This might
start
be
to circle to
permanent.
the other room, can I get a fateful D6?
This was what I was hoping to avoid.
Let's not worry about that.
So
We
you
got
crunch through some
bigger
skeleton and zombie remains, but other than
problems.
that, you're okay. Still moving slow, though.
You think if I just cast haste, it will break it?
How long does haste last?
Only like a minute.
Then
One of
an-
our minutes or one of regular minutes?
I don't know anymore.
Time is relative, man.
Should we just put up the dome and see what happens?
That's not a bad idea.
Let's go check on Umplos. Maybe she knows.
It will take us 2 hours to get to Amphilos.
It's a sacrifice we're willing to make.
Alright, so as you start scoping out the hallway to the west to make your way to Omphalos, I'm going to need one more fateful D6 to make it down the hallway into the meeting room and join up with Omphalos.
Who's doing it?
A 5 is not a
Way to go.
1. You make your way in through the meat room over to where Omphalos is. As you enter in, she sort of raises her head and looks at you. And then she watches you for a moment, and her head just slowly tilts to the side as she's eyeing you. What?
It's a long story. Did they get
What is going on with all of you?
to... Oh my goodness.
What do you mean, oh my goodness? Why are you talking so slow?
Yeah.
You need to, like, give us a minute.
Well, I did say you could come back anytime. I just didn't expect you to come back quite so soon.
Well, let's explain it this way. So there was
You're suffering
the
under a curse, aren't you?
whole... Possibly.
You should get that removed or fixed.
I
I wish I could help you with that, but that is beyond my capabilities.
That's really unfortunate. So you're saying it is a curse?
Well, it seems like a curse, or possibly another magical effect. What exactly happened to you? Did you drink something bad?
So, what happened? And then, like, an hour later.
It's a long story.
So an hour passes, and you are in a safe spot, so hours can pass. You still show no signs of speeding up, though.
Holy crap.
Right.
Do
But-
you still have that bag, Blitz?
He'll hold it up.
Get rid of it! We said to do that 4 hours ago! Throw it in the meat pile!
All right. Yeah,
So-
dang, it would be hard to throw in slow mo, right? Because it wouldn't really like.
Blitz, as
Every-
you're walking
How does that
out,
work if you throw?
it's
Anyway, he'll
been
throw it if
about
he
an
can.
hour, and you're gonna get rid of the bags, and you go to walk out, and you're heading to the meat pile, and like you got to get kind of like a little further out so you can actually like get some sort of distance. And as you're like getting ready to wind up and throw, you hear like bap, 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 and it's like a set of fireworks coming off, and you sort of like what? And you look down the hallway to the east, and you can see from behind that illusory door, little bits of sparks of things are just flying all over the place and exploding. It's like someone set off all kinds of fireworks down there.
So slow, or did that change things? Or are we still slow?
No, it's still slow, but you're just
Dang
like,
it. Crap.
and but it happened like so fast, like if you've ever been standing too close to fireworks and they all kind of go off at once, and you're like, ah, that just happened, but it happened real fast and real slow for you at the same time.
All right. If he'll finish throwing the bag and then come back and tell everybody what he just saw.
And the bag just like goes like 2 feet and then hits the ground. And you go back in and you explain.
Let me try this. And I cast Remove Curse on myself.
They're moving slow. You're okay though.
Oh,
So, what was the issue, man?
those were cursed items.
Which ones?
Something cursed us. But anyways, who's next?
You know, I could have figured it out if you gave me 6 more seconds on that detect magic.
And so, remove cursing, remove cursing, remove cursing. Do we
Yeah,
have
let's
enough
see.
remove cursing to cycle through all 5 of you?
Let's see. I did 1, right? Let's see. 2.
Well, 6 of you, excuse me. Assuming we want Bowser back to normal.
3. I had 5. I have 5. Because I can do 4th level.
Okay, that can get everybody except Bowser or whichever of your party members you don't like very much.
I'm thinking Bowser would be the one. It
Okay.
would not be sped up. But
Wait, what does it do again? It makes you can move.
It is the effect of a slow spell. So
Move. You have to choose like right bonus action or move. I'm just wondering
right.
if maybe since I ride Bowser, if he was, well, no, how would that work?
Well, his
Would I-
movement speed would be halved on top of everything else. -2 penalty to
Alright.
armor class. Can't use reactions, and can either use an action or a bonus action, but not both on turn. And since I think the force empowered is a reaction when you give a command, maybe, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yeah,
No, I think the disadvantage thing is the reaction.
Okay.
that's a reaction. Yeah. Maybe slow. I mean, leave Blitz slow and unslow Bowser, and then Blitz will ride Bowser, as opposed to the other way around. Because then I have to carry him, you know.
Sure. So as we come to the close of this session, most of the party has been returned back to full speed, and we find ourselves back in Umphalos's bastion of safety. Let's call it that for the moment. But out there, things are happening. Some statues have been destroyed. 2 secret rooms remain unset, and we've got a whole second, third, and floors beyond to get into, and we'll pick back up with that come next week. So we'll give folks a little time to review what they would like to do, and then we'll pick back up next week. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out there. Thanks to the party for triggering some of the traps. I am a smidge, teens disappointed that the other trap didn't get to go off, because the fireworks would have been fun if still in pocket. But yeah. But for the moment, the party is relatively safe, and they have recovered the Eye of Mitra. And a quick question, since a little time will be passing, it looks like you'll have at least a short rest in there. Is anyone attuning to the Eye?
Yeah, we should.
Question is who?
Also, it would explain the slowness didn't start until he grabbed the red stones.
The
'Cause he was
bloodstones
holding
were
the
what,
bag
yeah,
and
so
the tiger
thinking back on
stones.
it, the bloodstones were what triggered it.
I have no more attunement slots, so no eye for me.
You would need an attunement slot.
I
Let's see, one.
have 2 slots open.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go.
And what does it do again?
+1 to armor class and some damage boosties.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it works in tandem with any of these other things, though. You know, that would be. Did you?
You could attune
Did you
to
do?
both. What's the worst that could happen? The DM prods.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll let the party muse over that for the week, and we'll pick back up there. Thanks everybody for playing. Thanks everybody for out in the audience. We did not get them an opportunity to use their player reroll. They ended up with 1 in the packet. So next time you should buy the rerolls for the DM is basically the takeaway there. But thank you everybody. Alex, 80s dance party. Are we going raiding over there? I think we're good. Doe, thanks for swinging by. Roadkiller, nice to see you out there. Everybody, thanks. We're raiding 80s Dance Party. Have some fun. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Night.